Right, so we're at our campsite. I needed to buy a new tent because, well, the other tent's in Australia and we're not in Australia, we're on the other side of the world. I chose this brand Hannah. They're made in the Czech Republic. That's the parent company. This is the Covert too. And so not only, you know, are we out here having a great time camping, we're gonna review this tent too. 3 lots of poles in this. The 2 cross poles that go over like this, and then this one goes across the top that helps support the fly, and that gives you a lot more room. So we're just gonna put that one over there for the minute, and we'll take these out. We'll keep these elastic bands. Let's put them in the bag. Okay, chuck that in the bag. We don't wanna keep all the garbage everywhere. So these are 7,000 series poles. So that means that the aluminium on these is pretty tough. You might want to move back to, go the other side so everyone can see. Go over there and film back here. Okay, that's that one. And they go together. They're shot corded. They go together nice and easily there. And they're the same length there, right? And then we've got this little one here, as I said. This is the top one for the fly. Right, okay, I'll just put it over there in a minute, right out of the way. So the first thing to do is fishing rods. I'm going to connect it across over here. Move back, you can see it. And the tent simply clicks together like this on there. Now, I was looking around for a long time at this brand Hannah because I'd never heard of it, but you know, seemed okay. So what we need to do is I'm just going to lean that over there for a little bit. Put this one over. Can you see that there? Now the outer is ripstop, the in is not ripstop. That's okay. So it goes together pretty quickly. How many minutes is that on the watch now? That's just on 6 minutes. See the clips there? Alright. So that's pretty much it straight away. Let's move it back over there a bit. That should have been up on there. Okay, let's put that up on there. Alright, that's that in there. That's that in there. We won't tension it just yet. Yeah. In here. That's easily tensioned, right? We've got a vent here. Hold on. This can go down in the store. And look, we've got a little thing there. Hold that up. Look at that, eh? Is that good? And a little vent up there. That's good. Can you see that? Make sure it's in focus. So you've got this little thing here, which is great. It's a storm flap, so when it gets really crappy, you can put that down, right? That's great. That's a great idea. Okay, and we can put that up, and that's not, we'll put it up now because we get some ventilation. Okay. All right. Double zippers on there, so now what we need to do is see how this is. This has got to come out here. This has got to be pegged out there like that. Let's get the pegs. Ow. Pegs. Good pegs. Let's peg that out. That's a stone there, of course. Right, okay. Let's... Should have counted the pegs. We'll have to count those pegs. Covert 2. Alright, okay, so that would be pegged to there like that. That's okay, so we don't need that at the moment. Let's see how we're going to set it up, okay? Okay, this is more fidgety. This is to attach the fly onto there. There's a lot of these. And some Velcro. That's okay. That's okay. Right, let's do the others. Okay, the Velcro onto there. Okay, so there we are. We set the thing up. We've got a little tray up in here. It's got good ventilation up in the top. You can close off the vents from outside. You saw that. This is good to put glasses, sunglasses, so you don't break them. Ample pockets all around the bottom there. There's the brand over there and label, the Covert 2. Looks pretty good. It says it's for 2 people. It's 2 people. Yeah, there's a lot of space in here. Yeah. And you can close this door off completely there, which is great, you know, to help with, you know, when it gets really cool in the wind and everything. So one of the other features I like, there's plenty of tabs on here to guide this out even further, like here, to really peg this thing down in the event of some really harsh weather. So there's one on the other side as well too, so you can really have this thing strapped down. And I'm actually walking on some pegs here now too. These ones to secure the door here, okay? So overall, that's it there. The Hannah Covert 2. In a covert green color, which they call thyme. All right. About these guidelines for the Covert 2 is that in the dark you can see they're reflective, and that's a really nice thing. So in the daylight they're red, which is easy to see, and in the nighttime when you're walking around so you don't trip over them, the torchlight catches them, they're reflective, and that's a really good idea. Obviously there's some really neat things, and as the days pass on here, I'll show you all these really cool things which I like about this tent. Okay, 6:45 in the morning now. Pretty clear skies, slowly starting to warm up. Let's go and have a look at the campsite. All the grass is wet. Tent's not wet. There's a light dew obviously on everything. And we had a little bit of a wind. There's a little bit of a wind now. Nothing much really. Good thing about the tent, it was really breathable. There was no condensation on the inside of it, which was great. It's very, very breathable. And because it was a bit of a long hike up here, I only used all I could carry was one sleeping bag, but that one sleeping bag's an expedition sleeping bag, so one kid, that's fine, used as a blanket. Weren't cold. 2 El Cheapo foam mats on the tub floor of the tent. Yeah, it's pretty roomy. I think, you can put 2 adults in there. It's okay, 1 adult, 1 child now, but 2 adults easily in there. And you could cram in 3 if you had to. I've done that before in an expedition tent, a 2-man expedition. Wild country, I've got had 3 adults in it, and you weren't squirming around, but you could do it in adverse weather, and it was pretty good. So, yeah. Okay, so this is day 3 with the Hannah Covert 2 out and about in the wilds, and you can see what I mean by the wilds. That's right. Here we are there, that's the peak right up there. We went up a couple of kilometers yesterday. Still didn't get to the peak. Anyway, that's the river down there, or the creek. But let's get back to the Hannah. So, Covert 2, I can't fault it. Seams all look pretty well made. It's a ripstop outer. It's a non-ripstop inner, but it's all, sealed tub floor across. There's plenty of room in here. Look at this. Look at the space in here. You've got 2 vestibules here, one here and one on. So 2 entrances and 2 vestibules. The fly comes down nice and low to the bottom. So that's really good. I like that there. You've got reflective guy ropes. They're nice and bright and red for the fly. And they're reflective in the nighttime with a light on. And it's a 4-pole, or essentially 2 poles, and then this smaller cross pole here, which aids in the room. And the other thing that I really like about it, and maybe you can see it on the other shots, is that the fly is actually secured to the frame inside. You can secure it to the frame as well, which is really great. So that makes it extra bomb-proof. Now, we only had some gentle breezes while we were up here, and we're going to head back later on today. And it didn't rain, but I can't see that it would leak. It's waterproof to 10,000 millimeters or whatever. It's, shouldn't have a problem. Good ventilation in the tent. You can see you can close these flaps here if I want to. I've got them open now, these vents at the moment. So there you go, Hannah outdoor equipment, and I think it's pretty good. I bought it, I needed another tent, and that's it there, the Covert 2. So I totally recommend it. It's be pretty snug for 2 adults, but easy, and certainly with a 1 adult and 1 small child, going away camping. It was great, you know, hiking and camping. And I'll put the specs up in the description. Yep, for all to see. So, totally recommend it. Bush Camping Tools here. Thanks for watching.